Final Fantasy X is a video game by Square, released in 2001. It's a story about life and death, faith and technology, hope and sorrow.
I will defeat sin. I must defeat sin.
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem?
Use that if we get separated.
Sin is checked.
No, that's ridiculous! No way!
I want my journey to be full of laughter.
Charge! Why were you hiding it? Why didn't I know? I'm telling you, she won't die!
Men die, beasts die, trees die, even continents perish.
Come with me to Zanarkand, the lost city of the dead.
Even if I was with you, I could never forget.
Everything lost. What do you fight for?
Would you and your father, would you let us rest?
The cycle will continue and your deaths will mean nothing.
Hope is comforting. It allows us to accept fate, however tragic it might be.
Our dream will vanish.
You are my son, after all.
I like this story. This analysis is based on two things. The primary purpose of story is to elicit emotion. The unit of story is change. This analysis breaks the story of Final Fantasy X down into elements, story components. These elements are story sequences, dramatic questions, plot points, characters, character archetypes, hero archetypes, themes, the moral argument, thematic arguments and questions, symbols, and archetypal stages. The tools used in this project are mainly from 4 works by writers and scholars of story. The Story Solution by Eric Edson, My Story Can Beat Up Your Story by Jeffrey Allen Schechter, The Anatomy of Story by John Truby, The Writer's Journey by Christopher Vogler. I have done my best to interpret the subject and the source material. Any and all mistakes are my own. The story is sectioned into sequences defined by a short-term goal the main character is striving for. In my analysis, I have divided the story of Final Fantasy X into 32 sequences. The story goal of Final Fantasy X is to stop sin. Smaller goals revolving around this central question are phrased into dramatic questions of different natures, professional, personal, and private. The professional dramatic question concerns the story goal, the physical objective of defeating sin.
But Yuna, how are you supposed to beat something big like that?
The final summoning.
If Guardians do their job well, summoners will be safe.
No matter how many summoners give their lives, sin cannot be truly defeated.
She's cute, yeah? Don't get no ideas.
The personal dramatic question concerns the romantic subplot between the two main characters, Tidus and Yuna.
If you interfere with Yuna's pilgrimage, we won't take it lightly.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
Yuna, take me as your pillar of strength.
Well, well. Trying to follow in my footsteps, are you?
The private dramatic question concerns the point of view character's wound, Tidus' relationship with his father.
You'll be fine. Remember, you're my son.
The major turning points of the story are defined as plot points. The terminology I use for these is not based on any particular work, but are terms generally used for the major turning points of the story. These plot points are status quo, inciting incident, debate, first plot point, special world, midpoint, darkest hour, second plot point, preparation, approach, climax, and denouement. Each important character has their own role and archetypal function in the story. Characters are analyzed for their archetypal roles and the changes in these archetypes. This analysis has two parallel approaches to theme. The theme of the story is the moral argument, the author's personal view on life. In this analysis, the interpretation of the moral argument is entirely my own. Parallel to the moral argument are thematic arguments and questions concerning minor themes of the story. These themes are life versus death and faith versus technology.
What did we do that was so bad in the first place? Ah, was it using lots of machina or something?
Sin was born because people use machina.
You got proof? Show me proof.
Why does sin always come back?
Only the power of death truly commands in spirit.
We're looking forward to another calm, my Lady Summoner.
Anyone else would be expected to show their sorrow. You are Spira's hope.
Yet the courage of those who fight gives the people hope.
Repeated words, actions, and objects are symbols that, through change, create and renew feeling in the audience. Some of the symbols in the story are sin, Yevon, summoner, pilgrimage, machina, the hymn of the faith, and whistle. Please note that in this analysis, symbol does not refer to symbolism, allegory, or allusions to the real world. This analysis does not cover allegories such as religious references. The story is divided into structural elements common to myths, fairy tales, dreams, and film. Together these elements form stages that make the hero's journey. The archetypal stages appearing in the story are ordinary world, call to adventure, refusal of the call, meeting with the mentor, crossing the first threshold, tests, allies, enemies, approach to the inmost cave, the ordeal, reward, the road back, resurrection, and return with the elixir. A text version of the analysis is available online. This video version is based on the text, but is not identical with it. Some of the repetitive and minor elements have been left out of the video version. A link to the document is in the description. The structure of the analysis is as follows. The sequences of the story are gone through chronologically. A synopsis of the important story beats in a sequence is followed by the story elements appearing in that sequence. The story elements of a sequence are not covered chronologically, but following a logic of my own. Some story elements are elevated above others. Emphasis is given to themes, symbols, and archetypes. The video project is divided into 8 parts, 8 videos. Final words of warning. This video analysis is long and is not made for entertainment. It is a slideshow from beginning to end. I do not spend much time explaining story elements or terminology, but have done my best for it not to be overwhelming to those with little to no knowledge about the matters. The story of Final Fantasy X is a powerful one. The characters, the plot twists, the fluctuating dramatic questions, the numerous archetypal stages and events, they all build up to a catharsis that leaves no member of the audience cold. This project aims to unravel what makes this story what it is. What elicits emotion in the audience? What changes do the numerous story elements go through?
You will go with us to Zanarkand?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go to Zanarkand to see it with my own eyes.